everyone, welcome to my math class. In this video we are going to look at how to graph logarithmic functions. Let's get started. The first question, how can we graph the function of y equals log x to the base 2? Normally, when we have a new function, we can follow these steps to sketch the graph. Step 1, create a table of values. Step 2, plot the points on the coordinate plane. And step 3, we are going to draw a smooth curve through the points. Let's follow these steps to sketch the graph of y equals log x to the base 2. We know here 2 is the base of the logarithm and x is the argument. And the argument should always be positive. It means x should be greater than 0. And then in order to find the values to create the table, we can rely on the common powers of 2, because this logarithm can be converted to the exponential form as 2 to the power y equals x. Then we can see 2 to the power 0 is equal to 1, and then we can use x equals 1. It means the log 1 to the base 2 is always equal to 0. Therefore, y is equal to 0. And then use the second exponential form, we will have log 2 to the base 2 will be 1. Then we can use x value be 2 and y value is 1. And similarly, we will have log 4 to the base 2 is equal to 2. Let x be 4, y is 2. And x equals 8, we will have y equals 3. Then we can continue to have larger values of x. Well, we also have to consider some values less than 1, but it's still positive. Then we can consider the negative power of 2. 2 to the power of negative 1, we have a half. Then it tells us we will have log a half to the base 2. It will be negative 1. Then it means when we have x equals a half, y value is negative 1. Similarly, we will have log a quarter to the base 2 is equal to negative 2. And log 1 out of 8 to the base 2 is negative 3. Then we will have the other 2 points when x is equal to a quarter, y is negative 2, and x is equal to 1 out of 8, y is equal to negative 3. We are going to plot the points on the number plane using this table. So when we sketch the number plane, we mainly focus on the first and fourth quadrant, because x should always be positive. Then the graph will be on the right side of the y-axis. Then, based on the values, we are going to label the x-axis and y-axis. Then start to plot the points. So we can start with the point 1, 0. It means when x equals 1, y is equal to 0. And then when x is equal to 2, y is equal to 1. And x is equal to 4, y is equal to 2. When x equals 8, y equals 3. Then when x equals a half, y is equal to negative 1. When x equals a quarter, y is equal to negative 2. When x equals 1 out of 8, the corresponding y value is negative 3. And we can see when x goes closer and closer to 0 from right hand side, the y value will become smaller and smaller. We are going to connect all these points using a smooth curve. Done. By connecting all these points smoothly, we obtained this curve. For the graph of y equals log x to the base 2, it rises gradually, curving upwards. It's very similar to a willow branch, which bends slowly under the force of strong wind. It will be very helpful for you to remember the shape of this logarithmic function. It's your turn. Please sketch the graph of y equals log x to the base 3. You can follow these 3 steps to guide the process. And also, when you try to create a table, you can also rely on the common powers of 3. When you finish the graph, you can share it with us. That's all for this section. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time.